Oh, this team. Like we say, from one day to the next, we don't know what team we're going to see. We saw a beautiful game yesterday, all around great game, the solid hits. We saw the defense was fine, the pitching was great. And in this game, Marcus Stroman pitches fantastic. The bullpen was great. The Blue Jays can't come up with the clutch hits, and their defense blows. That's it. This is probably a game that Rob Refsnyder wants to forget and go home and cry about. Why is that? Well, almost all 4 runs contribute to his 2 errors that he made. Now, plays that are tough, that are like just heroic plays that you just can't do, okay, I understand that. But bonehead mistakes, those are the ones that frustrate Blue Jay fans and fans in general for that matter. He commits 2 errors in this game. The first error, he did not set his feet on the double play ball. I mean, yes, it is a tricky play for a second baseman because you're going towards first base and you got to full on twist and go to second with it. But you've got to realize, if I'm not mistaken, Cervelli is running the catcher. He is not very quick. You have time to set your feet, fire to second, and then Goins has a good enough arm, and Smokey's a great enough first baseman, that you have a good opportunity to get the out. If not, you get the lead runner. But instead, he tries to rush it, throws it off balance, it goes past Goins, runner moves up to third, and that's 1 error. The next error, Josh Donaldson, amazing diving play, 2nd for 1, back to first, just not in time. Jays already lost their challenge, couldn't challenge the play, but wait, the Pirates challenge. Refsnyder, were you off the base at second that you didn't even get the out at second? Well, you were correct. Rob Refsnyder made the catch from Donaldson, and he was off the base. Again, trying to rush it. You got to make sure you get that first out before you make that throw to first. And Rob Refsnyder was rushing his plays, and honestly, it looked like Devin Travis defensively last year for part of the season. He had a rough time last year defensively, Devin Travis. Sorted out near the end and was great to start the season defensively. But today, Refsnyder, again, rushed everything, and it cost the Blue Jays. Marcus Stroman, I mean, technically he gave up 4 runs, but they're all unearned because of those 2 errors. Those 2 runs don't count. If those 2 errors do not happen, that the Jays could literally have won 2-0, or, maybe even if they scored more runs, could have been more. But instead, you make a couple errors. Stroman gives up a couple hits as well. And instead, it's a 4-run inning, and the Blue Jays go down 4-2. Or 4-1 at the time. Bautista hits a home run. Congratulations to Jose for hitting his 20th home run. 8th time in his career. I think it's 8th time consecutively. 8 years with 20 home runs. That ties Carlos Delgado, I think it was. So that's congratulations to him. I mean, that's really all the positive we got to say. But even with the 4-2 deficit, the Blue Jays get to, I think it was the 7th inning. They get to Jamison Taillon a little bit. They have runners at third and first with nobody out. They bring in who was it? George Contos out of the bullpen. The Jays can't do anything. Pilar flies out on the very first pitch. Why? He's trying to do too much. Way too much. You look at that swing. It's long and trying to be powerful. Pilar is not that kind of guy, and instead he pops it up to the shortstop. Zeke can't come home to score. Goins can't move up. Nobody moves up. Rob Refsnyder's up next. Swings hard through a curveball. Like a wild swing. You a home run hitter? No. Why are you doing that with 2 strikes? Protect. Battle. Slap the ball the other way. Do what you got to do to get on base. But instead, he strikes out. 2 out, nobody on. 2 out, runners at third and first. Bautista up. Well, it's a ball in the outer half of the plate, and he tries to pull it. Just a little dribbler to the shortstop who flips to second. There's the inning. That was the inning right there. If the Blue Jays wanted to come back and win this game, that was the inning right there. And they didn't do it, and I lost faith after that. What I've learned about baseball in general, you get 1 or 2 innings where you can really break things open. But if you don't, it's going to come back to haunt you. And it did. That 7th inning came back to haunt the Blue Jays as they couldn't get anything going. And like I said, Refsnyder, a night to forget, 2 errors, as well as 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Yikes. That was a really rough game by Refsnyder. And it's kind of the story of the Jays season. You get a perfect game the day before, and then something goes wrong in this game and you lose. It's just what it is. We can never predict what is going to happen. But what we can predict is a great Marcus Stroman outing. Because let's talk about it a little bit. He went 8 innings, giving up 4 runs. Or 4 runs, all of them not earned, on 4 hits, walks 1 batter, strikes out 4, lowering his ERA to 3 even. He has been unbelievable this year. Now, to give up only 4 hits over 8 innings is a very, very, very good number. But with the errors involved, that comes back to bite you. And Danny Barnes has a clean 9th inning, and wouldn't that have been nice to see against the New York Yankees? But it didn't happen. Guys, let's just get through the season. Let's just get through this and just enjoy. Now, something positive I want to talk. Well, it's not, I guess it's a mix of positive and negative, I guess. Russell Martin leaves the game early with an injury. Everyone's thinking, oh no. And I agree, oh no. Right, because Rafi Lopez comes in, and you really can't pitch hit for him. Why? Because you don't have a catcher at that point. So you got to let the guy swing the bat. I mean, you got to hit, but that's really about it. Now, with Russell Martin, if he does go on the disabled list, a lot of people are saying, well, we got to sign a free agent catcher. Bring back Soltavamaki. No, not a chance. Please don't do that. I don't think you have to sign a free agent. Let me tell you guys, I mean, if you guys are deep into the Blue Jays farm system or whatever, because I'm really starting to get into this. The Blue Jays have somebody in AAA that has climbed the levels this season. Danny Jansen, a catcher. He is 22 years of age. And, he's in AAA Buffalo. And he's hitting, in a minimum like 5 or 6 games, he's hitting .500. In today's game, in their 5-2 win over the Toledo Mud Hens, he goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. And this guy has been fantastic. You look at his, his stats. He has been great for the Bisons. He's been great for Dunedin. He was great for New Hampshire. He's literally running through the system, and he's 22 years of age and a catcher. Do you think it's time to give him the call? I think so. You're in that emergency basis now. You don't have Rafi Lopez. You don't have Martin. You don't have Montero. You don't have Maley. I think it's the time to call this kid up and give him a chance. Because we know where the season is headed. I know every time we get a win and we're like, the standings aren't that bad. We might be a chance. And then we lose the next day in some weird fashion. We're like, oh yeah, right. This is the team we have this year. Right. Forgot about that. So, let me know what you guys think about Danny Jansen. Look him up. Look up his stats. Look up his highlights. Whatever you want to do, and let me know what you guys think. I think why not give this guy a chance? I think it's exciting. I think he's a great looking young player. He's like I said, he's a catcher who can hit the ball. I think the big story about this guy. Now I don't know if I might be wording it wrong or something like this, but earlier in his career, he didn't wear glasses and he wasn't really a big hitter. He was more or less known for being a good catcher. Then he gets glasses and he's raking the baseball. Never take those glasses off, kid. All right, so let me know what you guys think about that, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you're as frustrated as I am about this game and the season as a whole, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Do you agree with me on the whole, Refsnyder thing? I have a second baseman, so I know how that feels. As a person turning 2 from that angle, I get it, but if you should know that you have time to stop and fire. Let me know what you guys think. Also about Danny Jansen, tell me about that. Marcus Stroman, talk to me, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow afternoon as, Chris Rowley gets the call from AAA Buffalo. Another new guy getting a start for the Blue Jays. I'm not sure what we're going to see. I think his numbers down in the minors are all right. I think he had a really good year in AA or something, and then he got promoted to AAA. Not sure his numbers in AAA. You guys can let me know that in the comments. Trevor Williams on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys then.